Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be watching a game. This is, it's actually a mid-tier game. So the last replay we analyzed, where we just kind of like joked around, had a good time, watched what people did right, watched what people did wrong, that was a Herald game. We're going to mix it up, go to the middle of the bracket, and do some Legend. A little bit of Ancient in here as well, I guess. The hard support Crusader. I don't know how this guy got in this game. I guess it's party queue, so that's why. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to do this, and let's get into it. By the way, guys, if you want to become absolutely broken, well, what you need to do is sign up to the gameleap website down below right now. The reason why you should do that is because every single day we post a new video there. Content that you simply just will never get on YouTube, we post every single day to the website. It's really top tier stuff. I'm very proud of what I make over there. We also have other creators, many of my great friends who are top tier Dota players, creating guides about different heroes, different roles, different items, skill builds, talent builds, everything you need to know to get to the next rank. So if you feel a little bit lost, you're a little bit stuck, click the link down below. I'll see you guys there. And now let's get into the video. Alright, as you guys know per usual, we always start these replays off every single time with a smashing the like button, okay? But what I'd really like to do is look at the items. For me, it's always funny how people just like do really weird stuff that doesn't seem to really benefit them in the lane, but let's check it out. So Mars, he's got 6 tangos, gauntlet, branch, mango, quelling. This actually seems quite reasonable. I can get behind this. Winter Wyvern, he's got 2 sentries, a stick, and a lot of saved up gold. Seems like he's going for a Winlays. Definitely seems a little bit odd. I don't think it's terrible. The only problem I probably have with it is he's assuming he's the position 4, which I can't really tell. Assuming he's the position 4, is he? What is Venge? I don't know. These are both like position 5/4 heroes. But his build's, I don't know, it's weird. Like rushing stick it's mediocre in my opinion. But next up we have the Venge. Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't like Blightstone on Venge really, this early. Only because you're not even going to have your Wave of Terrors. It's not like you're going to be doubling down on the Minus Armor yet. So that's when you really get the value out of this. So I don't like it at level 1, especially if you're going to take stun. So I can't really get behind that. Dusa, there's definitely better item builds in this. Like Quelling is just a necessity on this hero early on, in my opinion. Just getting those early CS is key. Kunkka, okay, I can get behind this build. I'm much more of a fan, I think, of just Bottle Rush, but against SF, having extra base stats to deny creeps is nice. So yeah, not bad. Tidehunter, Ringer Protection, Ring of Regen seems horrible. I don't even know what this builds into. I guess Hood? I guess it builds in the Hood. Brandon Gungrave? It's an interesting name. So yeah, I don't really like this. It should either be 2 mangoes, which is literally the same cost, and you get mana, and then like some branches, but it's not horrible. Like this is not that bad. You can tell this is a mid-tier game. Rubik going the Bassy build. He's laning with a Tide. I can get behind that. Just spamming Gush Fade Bolt. It's not bad. SF with 3 mangoes. Not bad. Spectre with the stick. The reason why I don't like this is because Wyvern doesn't cast that many spells. It sounds weird, but Wyvern's actually not that much of a spammer, especially until level 2. Mars is a spammer, so like it's good against Mars. Stick against Mars is very common, so I can understand the reasoning here. The only problem is you have such a bad amount of damage on Spectre, right? 51 to the 60 of Mars, and Mars has 2 abilities that can push you away from creeps. A good Mars player, when he has this much of a CSing advantage, will heavily take advantage of it and make your lane hard. And then Lion with 3 tangos and a salve, it's okay. Probably should have 6 tangos, but not bad. Let's get into the gameplay. So I guess the first thing I want to look at is how well does Mars do in terms of contesting CS. Okay, very nice. Wyvern, basically what Wyvern should be doing in this lane is just trying to get the lane back with side pulls whenever she can. And every time Wyvern has Q, he should be using Qs. So like, for instance, right here, okay, he's doing a bit of a block D-ward of the side pull, which is cool. I like that. I definitely like that. The only problem with doing it that early, so a little bit of a tip, guys, sometimes it's better, actually more often than not, it's better to D-ward this camp at like 140-ish, because then the enemy position 4 won't have as much time to body block it. Or they won't even have as much time to register in their head that they need to body block the camp if they don't want it to spawn. Does that make sense? And so yeah, I often try to D-ward this earlier than late, because then this guy is gonna like realize like, oh, I know what's going on. This Q is also bad. You generally don't want a Q like this, only because the main value of the Q is hitting both people with the Arctic Burn. It's not terrible. I can, I'm not gonna scream at this guy for this, but Mars, 8-2 against the 6-0 of the Spectre. Okay, he kind of tried to use the spear there to secure the range creep tie. I think that's what it was, which is actually quite good. This is a very high MMR concept in my opinion. So I like the idea. Spectre even went for the dagger, trying to secure it. I think he missed, but yeah, that was good. Oh, how did that get denied? Okay, one thing I definitely do not like, though, I cannot get behind, is rushing Soul Ring in this lane. It's like, how I see it is, even though it's not a horrible game for Soul Ring, considering Spectre doesn't pressure you, and Wyvern can heal you to make up for it, how I see this lane is they could really bully the Spectre with either an Orb of Corrosion build, even just an Orb of Venom build, or just Bracer for damage to CS better. Then you buy the Soul Ring after. And you can really double down on stats in a lane like this, because what Mars can do is Mars can play like a carry, right? Okay, that's a weird time to trade into a creep wave. Mars can play like a carry. And one of the ways to do that, oh, that's such a bad spear, come on. What's the point of that? This guy's like half HP, you have a double wave hitting you. This is such a misunderstanding of when to go aggressive and not. He's just getting brutalized by these creeps. But yeah, he can play like a carry and you can all in on stats to do that. And so I would have liked to see him do that this game, because I have a feeling he's just going to go like Boots and maybe like a Yules, and it's not that that's like horrendous, it's just like you can really carry these solo queue games when you get ahead and you have an easy lane like a Spectre. One more thing as well is right here, guys, this applies to everybody, this applies to everybody. You cannot have 678 gold 4 minutes into the lane and not have an item queued up. That is absolutely unacceptable. Because Boots is going to get you a kill. Orb of Venom is going to get you a kill. Blightstone is going to get you a kill. Stick could get you a kill. Clarities, Mangoes will get you kills. Like, it will help you get CS. It does a million different things. You cannot... Okay, like, you see what I mean? He bought Boots with 700 gold. That is a grief. It is a grief. Alright, like, you cannot wait this long to buy these small items that completely change how the lane's going to be played. Or is able to be played. Right, when he has Boots, he can easily close the gap on Lion, run down the Spectre, right, type of thing. All right, let's move on to someone else. I've been harping on this Mars for a while. I will say, shout out to his CS, it's pretty good. Not that it's really that surprising. It is a very easy lane for Mars, but either way, he has done a good job of that, so props to him. But I definitely don't like the way he's building. Also, in terms of the Wyvern, like, they're against the Spectre. Sorry, last thing about this lane. You know, they're against the Spectre. They could put a lot of pressure on him if they want, and he takes his E, which, like, is not a bad spell for putting pressure, but then, like, use your Q on Spectre. Like, if he uses his Q on Spectre and they run at him when they have these spells up, which they all have their spells up, Spectre can get, like, hard griefed, right? But look, he's, like, sort of walking over, but it's just very, like, I don't know, it's very passive. Like, Wyvern goes in, and then Mars is backing up. You see what I mean? They're gonna get the kill anyway, so that worked out. That's kind of what I was talking about. I just want them to cast their spells together. But they're not on the same page, and that's like a big thing of gaining MMR. You gotta be on the same page, or at least paying attention to your teammates so you can be on the same page. Alright, let's go to the mid lane. So this is always an interesting matchup. Kunkka SF can really go either way. If SF hits a lot of early races, he can just kill Kunkka First Blood. Looks like that did happen? Okay, looks like that did happen. The reason why I'm surprised is because Kunkka CS is pretty good for dying. 33 at 6 is not bad. This is a very easy hero to get last hits with because of your damage. But okay, I like this. Nice. Push in the mid wave, take the camp. I don't like how he farmed this, though. This is a very inefficient way to farm the small camp as Kunkka. So what I mean by that is he hits it once, and then you basically want to prep all the creeps to 1 HP and then hit it again, right? With the Tidebringer. So he Tidebringers, then he kills off 2 individual creeps, and then he Tidebringers and gets no value out of it. Does that make sense? So he could have had a little bit of efficiency there. And I know people are like, Speed, are you kidding me? Does that matter? Yes! Yes, it does. You want to get to the top rank? You have to care about that dumb shit, you know? Like, you gotta care. Yeah, it has to matter to you. And that's just one of those examples. Okay, Torrent, not bad. I like that. Torrent range creep. All right, you know, pretty standard here. I'm glad that he's got the farming rotation down. He's not bothering to pressure the mid tower because that's pointless. He's just focused on taking stacks and shoving in the wave, which is it's the way to go. So here he should shove the wave and then go take that stack. Okay, okay. All right, I can get behind this guy's gameplay. He's a Kunkka player. I don't know why he's got the Keen Optic and not picking up this item, but okay, there we go. Yeah, I can get behind this. Wyvern should be taking mid, though. This is so low skill by Wyvern, in my opinion. This Wyvern is, like, way too sacrificial. Like, Wyvern's got 2 kills. He's having a good game, but by all means, like, don't roam as this hero. Like, this is pointless. I think he just walked across the entire map. Oh, did he get a kill? Oh, maybe TB got a kill? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, they lost a Tide kill because of that. Oh, no. Alright, I mean, that TP was fine. It was good. All I'm trying to say is, like, generally, if you're a position 4 hero that scales well, like, Wyvern scales nasty well, take mid farm. I can get behind the amount that this guy's stacking, but, like, this stack, in my opinion, is not as valuable as getting an early level 6, right? You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, stacks are great, but if you have the opportunity to sap mid wave, like, sap almost entirely your level 6, because your mid laner's farming stacks or something like that, then you shouldn't do it. Oh my god, what is this haunt? I don't think they're even killing him. Oh my god, what the? Could you have done anything worse? That was the worst possible option. He could have went this way, he could have went this way and been totally fine. He goes the only direction he could have go. Oh my god. What? Alright, it happens. Kunkka's gotta be careful. He's got the haste. Alright, let's see how the Medusa's doing. Oh, her CS is horrible. So I gotta get Quelling. Nah, even though I don't think Quelling would have changed anything. He's also got double Wraith ban, which, it's a little bit outdated. You're gonna run out of slots. I don't think it's terrible though. Alright, he's fine. But at this point, he's kind of got to be jungling. Like, him, like, laning like this, it's like, the only reason why you would want to lane like this is, and the problem with laning is that, the only time you would lane like this is if it was a really free farm lane, like they couldn't contest you, then what you can do is you can shove the lane, then take the nearby jungle camps, and that's okay. But this is just bad. It's just bad. Let's check on SF. He's been flash farming. Okay, so this guy's having the god game, so we'll put a lot of attention on him. He actually has 30 less CS than Kunkka. Oh, well, Kunkka got those god stacks, to be fair. Kunkka's also rushing BKB, which, like, I don't hate in a lot of games, but if I'm this far ahead, I don't think I'm rushing BKB. I would probably be buying an armlet just so I can double down on these early fights. Or just casual Sanj is great as well. And dude, this guy's... God, I hate the way he uses Tidebringer. Oh my god, he missed! Ah! It's so, like... He's not doing bad. Like, his CS is great, his net worth is fantastic. It's just like, dude, things like this just... Like, we all make these mistakes from time to time, but he just keeps doing it. Like, his Tidebringer usage just sucks on neutral creeps. But yeah, in terms of the SF, he's got the null. This is very aggressive. Yeah, that's such an early Yules. I mean, I don't blame him, but honestly, this play. So let's talk about the problem with this play, guys, okay? Because a lot of people would see this, they'd be like, "Where's my fucking team? Where's my team? Oh my god!" But right here, like, I mean, this in and of itself is just so bad. Like, they make this gank play. I mean, they find a Dusa. Okay, right here, this is just bad. What is the most important hero for this gank? It's Lion. Lion's not here! How do you not have your double stun hero in your gank? You have this shitty-ass Rubik, who actually has magic missile, so he's not that shitty, okay. It's not so shitty Rubik. But then you have this Tide. I don't even know why Tide's roaming. This is like, it's not bad, they're actually kicking Deuce out of the jungle. Like, this play in and of itself is not that bad. The execution's a little bit weird because of the heroes, right? They're lacking the Lion, they don't have Ravage, so they need to be very careful, and then he, like, walks to the right. What is with these players and, like, taking really weird paths? Just go back. He gets stunned, he's fine, he gets swapped out. Cool play. But then he mans up on this hill, which was reasonable, but what's the biggest thing that he's got to know here? He doesn't have ulti, they don't have Lion, and they don't have Ravage. This guy also has his hood in his backpack. Like, you can't team fight with no spells, right? You have to be very careful, right? And he kind of just disregards the fact that his team has no spells, right? And he gets him killed. And that's for, like, a lot of players, so that's, like, a big thing that happens a lot, especially in these, like, mid-tier brackets, where people are good enough to understand, like, hey, we can apply aggression to Medusa, and, like, it's a good idea to, like, gank Medusa and, like, kick her out of her jungle sometimes. But they don't know when to do it, and, like, what to look for when they're doing it, right? And for instance, like, that gank was fine, it was on a ward, like, it's a reasonable gank, but they don't have the spells that they need, right? They don't have the Lion, they don't have Requiem, they don't have Ravage. If they get counter ganked, they're dead, which is exactly what happened. I mean, honestly, they could have just walked away, but gotta make sure you have the spells as well. Especially if you're playing a hero like SF, right? You're not gonna get out. If you're playing Ember could have made the play that SF just made, and it would have been 10 times better, because Ember can bait the rotations and get out. SF can't do that with the Yules, at least easily. So hopefully that makes sense. Like, the space there, kind of a cool idea, but no spells, gotta chill. Alright, Yules combo. Did he miss? Same thing here. Man, this isn't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Guys, you have to think about your spells. Think about your spells. It's not gonna work. You don't have Ravage. You don't have Haunt. You don't have Finger. This is not going to work. Just leave and split push. You have to get BKB. SF needs BKB. Like, I hope this works out, so I'm, like, proved wrong. Oh, no. How did he not get auto-attacked? You see how pointless this is, guys? Instead, what should he have done? He should have gotten 500 to 600 to 700 gold in the bottom lane by killing a couple neutral camps in a wave. Instead, he's just, like, raising a Dusa. And, like, using some Venge so she can't D-ward. Like, this is fine, obviously, but now he could have cleared out the jungle, right? He could have cleared out this top jungle. To be fair, that would grief Spectre a little bit, but the Spectre's actually so out of position. Is he X'd? thinking about the Spectre. He went for Midas, which, I mean, it's okay. Like, it can sort of help you scale against Dusa, but this is absolutely... I probably would have went Yasha Diffusal on him this game, just to be able to kill the Dusa. It's also just really nice. When you have a lot of team fight, like, for instance, like, they have a lot of stuns, right? So they have, like, a Rubik, they have a Lion, they have a Tide. It's nice to have Diffusal, because you know you're going to be able to actually use the damage. So, what the hell? Kunkka's been split pushing like a freaking madman this game. This guy is not even team fighting. Like, he's taken the game leap theory to like the extreme, which is like never fighting, which I do not recommend. Oh my god, he switched out Vambrace for Dragon Skill. I mean, it's not terrible because someone else can use Vambrace, but Vambrace is definitely, I mean, someone else can use Vambrace, but Dragon Skill is just not nearly as good. Okay, when BKB Sanchin Yasha, I think this build's okay. Once again, I would have liked to see an armlet. It's so much DPS, but either way, it's okay. Just showing up to his first fight. Let's see what he does. Going on Tidehunter. Oh my god. Okay. Not the best spellcasting. Good Tidebringer. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, I mean, all in all, that was... I mean, he just has items. Okay, one thing I want to talk about as well is, like, first of all, I have no idea what this was doing. Oh god, I hate this axe. Dude, I had people tell me in, like, the recent... no, I was streaming. But it was Speed Dota on Twitch. But I was streaming, and I played Dusa, and they're like, you have to go Axe, like, it's that good. I don't think the Axe is even that good anymore. Like, I'm really just anti-Axe on Dusa. I do not think it's the build anymore after it got nerfed because of the talents. So there's that, and this just looks horrible to me. It just looks so ugly. By the way, this guy sold his wand. This Dusa had a wand. Where do your wand go? Why do you sell the wand? Alright, it's beyond me, but... the main point I have here is being able to clump up and group up. I don't know what happened here and why it happened, but these players need to understand when something's just bad. Like, this Kunkka runs up to this. He does run away at a relatively decent time, which is good. This was obviously just out of position. And this is not a fight. It's not a fight. It's obviously not a fight. This guy's 2 HP, right? This guy already used Arena. You do not want to go on Tidehunter. That is the worst target. Wyvern's not even close. Don't go in. Oh my god, dude, this Wyvern build. What? Why do you only log it if you have 1 point in E? It's actually probably not that bad, but... Alright, next up, let's move on to some late game team fights. This Tidehunter is somehow 5-0-20, which is kind of a bad thing, honestly. Like, I can't imagine that having no deaths on Tidehunter is almost ever a good thing. It just seems weird, but maybe he's just perfect. Brandon Gungrave! Okay, but, one thing I don't understand, I don't know why he's not buying a refresher. Like, I can get behind these items. It's a fine Shiva's game. The Lotus... actually, the Lotus is kind of meh. I guess it's good against Arctic Burn, to be fair. So there's that. That's like the main concern. This guy is buying an Axe, but all in all, I just think refresher late game is just insane. He's all of their AoE teamfight as well, so like, I just like having that ability, right? The ability to just pop 2 Ravages. This high ground seems a little bit... Oh, okay, there's 3 heroes dead. Okay, that's nice. Uh-oh. This is starting to look horrible. Honestly, if I'm them, I'm like, I don't know how strong this Deuce is. She's strong. Oh, she's not even that strong. How did she have like no items at 40 minutes? What happened? All right, let's see how the team fight breaks out though. Spectre gets cursed. This is starting to look sussy. Spectre does have Aegis though. Oh my god, he went Heart Radiance. I don't think I can get behind that this game. I definitely don't think I can get behind that. Oh, he gets Stone Gaze. He's got the Haunt. Clearly you wouldn't want to pop it first life, so you're gonna hold it. Okay, he's holding it, which he should. Okay, that was... I don't like popping Manta with like 2 HP. It's practically worthless. This looks freaking awful, but can they turn it around? He's got 4k HP. The Ravage! It hits the Mars. Spectre moving in. Desolate. That's the Minotaur Horn on the Kunkka. It's gonna end, and Spectre's gonna shred him then. Oh no, he's still got BKB somehow. What the hell? Didn't he use that shit earlier? Tidehunter is gonna die. They just have no stuns. Like, their Rubik and Lion are dead. They're just getting kited. They're also getting kited because his Spectre's build is freaking dog. He has no Scotty and no Diffu. How are you gonna kill anybody? What is this shit? You're just gonna walk around and be like, ooh, you can't kill me, but I can't kill you. Just kidding, he's killing them. Oh my god, how can he spam that like that? Oh, that's not a... I thought that was like a voice line. Okay. Okay. Alright, he's got the Scotty queued up next. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's freaking go. I just feel like I hate Radiance on this hero. I don't know. It just seems... I just feel like it's just not good. Alright, we got a 12k network lead. Can the Deuce team turn around? Deuce, you know, late game menace when she hits level 25? She there? Right. Hit level 25. Unfortunately, she doesn't have much gold, so she can't really get a Mjolnir soon, but Mjolnir late game is nutty. She queues up the MKB. I mean, there's a Radiance, but that's it. I don't think... I'd probably buy the Mjolnir. It's just so much damage, right? It's just so much damage. Like, the amount of procs you get is nutty. It's nutty. And the attack speed, MKB gives decent attack speed. Right, it's 35. Mjolnir's like 60, right? 65? 65! Oh! It's double the attack speed. And like, these items, they give you some, right? This gives you some, and some. But it's not really attack speed items, right? And so I really would want a Mjolnir. Right? Just get that attack speed up, get those procs going. And the shield is good too. It's actually a really good late game, so... Yeah, I definitely would have preferred it. Unless there's like some butterfly unit your team needs you to kill, but usually Spectre could buy it, but he probably wouldn't buy it this game. Alright, fight breaking out. Let's check out the spell usage here. Seems like a little bit early. Also, first things first, I don't know why this guy's a BK. It seems like a... I mean, it's like a... They have a lot of magical damage, so I get like why BKB, but he's not going to do any damage. Like, they're just going to ignore him for the most part. But okay, fight breaks out. They see the lion. They arena the lion. He gets Lotus swapped, so it didn't work. Spectre goes on the back line. This is not really a great haunt. Right, this is one of those haunts where, like, the carry player does not have a good understanding of where his team is. You don't want to haunt when your entire team can't follow up. Like, you generally want to haunt off a Ravage, right? So you can haunt onto someone that gets stunned, right? And that's not the case, so we'll watch the Spectre now. This seems practically worthless. He gets stunned. Oh, he does have a Butterfly now, so he's not going to die. But Pattern goes in. That's not a good Ravage, so... Like, the only time he would want to Ravage now is basically when SF can follow up with a Requiem. Or, like, Spectre gets, like, next to his support that he can burst. Does that make sense? You don't want to Ravage when there's no follow-up. So, like, right here, who can Spectre kill? You see what I'm saying? Who can Spectre kill right here? No one. Right? So you don't want to Ravage. Does it make sense? You don't Ravage when your teammates can't do anything with the Ravage. This isn't saving anyone either. Because 2 people are BKB'd. So this was like a way over panic on the Ravage. It was really bad. Hopefully he'll pop his Shivas though. Pop the Shivas, pop the Shivas. Oh my god. Okay, pop the Shivas. Both the teams are just like infinitely tanky and have no damage items. It's so funny. It's Kunkka. Actually, he does have damage. He has damage. This guy has no damage. This Mars is like pussy build, you know? This SF is like, you know, he doesn't have a refresher. Dude, guys, these people need to just buy refreshers late game. It's like you run out of damage on these magical damage builds if you don't have a refresher. Like, E-Blade's cool and all. Like, maybe you could go Hex, but I just feel like you need a refresher. Also, double BKB is so key, in my opinion. Axe just generally sucks, as far as I'm concerned. But, just, like, this guy bought an AC. It's like, I get it. It's not a bad AC game, but I just want to Ravage. Oh, another fight breaking out. Fights never stop. Venge swaps in. He's going a little bit crazy. The Rubik did die to the swap. I would say a good heal. Okay, the heal baits in. Oh my god. Dude! What is your reaction time? How do you okay, I guess maybe you just didn't see it. You got blinded, but okay. Alright, I mean, this curse is pretty good, because curse kind of counters Tide. Okay, okay. That's a worthless disarm. It definitely would have saved my mana for my Q. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Damn, this Kunkka is so thick, boy. Oh my god. This Kunkka's carrying the fight. I like his build, by the way. It's like... I love these Kunkka builds where they can actually go in. So, like, I can really get behind this Sanjin Yasha Satanic, BKB, an MKB. So you can actually right-click people. I like this. I like this build. He does lack some armor, which is the only thing about, like, not having an AC on this hero, but... Maybe his Vent? Does anyone have, like, a Vlad's? Okay, they have a Vlad's, right? Which is gonna give you, what? 3 armor? Okay, that's not that good. But, oh shit, what the hell? He sold his boots for Butterfly. That is interesting. This Butterfly doesn't really give... It doesn't... Not even does it, not really. It gives no movement speed anymore, so he's gonna lack some movement speed, so... It's a little bit weird. I can kind of get it, but I probably would have just bought a Moon Shard, to be honest. Like, it's pretty hard to play the game as a hero like Kunkka that doesn't have mobility without boots. So you could try to get Spider Legs, that's alright, but he doesn't have that. Alright, fight breaks out. Let's see how this goes down. This SF has no disengage item, too. It looks like he just gets stuck. Oh, good spear. That really was lucky. And I wouldn't say it was fully lucky. That's a bad way to put it, but... Looks like SF just dies. Good BKB to secure the SF kill. He didn't go for the Aegis, which is a bit of a bummer. Can he get the cheese? Oh, the cheese! He gets the cheese. Can he get the X? Oh, I don't know why he didn't go for an X there. He definitely should have tried to X them. Either way, okay, they're going to push down the mid lane. They got a couple of pickoffs. They have to be a little bit careful about pushing down mid here because Lion's respawning soon. They need to make sure they get their backup in, right? So, okay, I would say good tidal wave. He is kind of just dying. Never mind, baited! This Cougar's the MVP, baby. Oh. Damn, boy. Oh, God, Spectre is Aegis. Uh-oh. They kind of need to be careful. That's a great curse. Actually, it should have been onto the Lion, just guaranteed a kill, but hey, Lion just dies residually, and he's just gonna get out. I can get behind that. Haunt Force? TP out? Okay. This guy's smurfing? Oh, he is. I was gonna say, I don't think this guy is like, I don't think he's like immortal or anything like that, but I do think he's probably like ancient or divine. Just based on the fact that he's out farming everyone, he goes this build that I think is very reasonable. It's like cool. It's like weird, but it's useful in my opinion. And he's like making smart plays, especially with like his decision making in terms of like fight selection, but it's not top tier, especially with the efficiency stuff that makes me want to go insane. All right, upcoming here, last team fight of the game. I kind of want, oh, he's got the refresher. That's what I'm talking about. He's ate his Ags. He's got the refresher. Okay, that's a pretty good ulti. Unfortunately, Medusa got her BKB off, which kind of sucks. He's got a reset now. Okay, so good reset. Who is he gonna go on? He goes on Dusa. Wow, that actually does no damage. Oh, he's no souls! Oh, no. Okay, it's only 20. Okay, but he is missing 4 souls, which is kind of funny. Because, like, that is a lot of damage, but he's doing a pathetic amount of damage. Who's going to win this fight, though? Does he have Satanic on Kuka? He doesn't. He does have BKB. He pops it. He's got Satanic in 1. He can go back in. Looks like Dusa just killed everybody. Dusa's online. She's online. She ate her Ags. What? Why did she eat her eggs and have no item ready? Why would you do that? When did she eat it? She just ate it. Guys, don't do this. You lose the stats when you eat the eggs. Like, don't just eat your eggs. You don't eat it unless you have another item ready. I guess maybe it was a mistake, but I don't think it was. Oh, God. All right. All right, here we go. Running it down the lane. Spectre, no Haunt. Tidehunter, no Ravage. This is looking like it could be it. The Medusa's lacking an item. It's 60 minutes into the game, and she's not 6 slotted. She even still has boots. Incredible levels of farm on Gunner. Good BKB usage. I can get behind that. I mean, just because you have to fear the Ravage a little bit. I mean, optimally, you would know it's on cooldown, but it's an okay BKB usage. Also makes sure he doesn't get anchor smashed. Loses like 100 damage, so. Lion killing himself. Lion's done with the game! Kataro, he doesn't want to play anymore. He's giving up. He's not even buybacking. Gunner hitting the throne. Spectre gets stone gazed. Alright. A decent curse to set up. Once again, the curse is not really on an optimal target. You'd really want to curse SF, Lion, or Rubik at this point in the game. He probably should be a little bit more patient on these curses. But okay, looks like they're just going to win it. Lion doesn't even want to play. He's not... Oh, he disconnects. He's done. Gunner hitting the throne. SF getting low. SF blinks in. He's going to do no fucking damage because he's SF. Worthless hero. Actually, he's doing a little bit of damage here, to be fair. That was actually quite a bit. It is Deuce after all. But nonetheless, oh yeah, and this guy even has a Trickster's Cloak. I can get behind that. I love this item. Such a good item. Such an underrated item on carries, so I like that. I like that a lot. A lot of evasion, a lot of magic resist. Invis even is super nice. And they end the game, but shout out! Who's this, the Radiant? Shout out the Radiant. Nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed that, let me know what bracket I should do next. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.